Our Brian Sozzi had the chance to speak with Abercrombie Fitch CEO Fran Horowitz on the company's latest upbeat results. Horowitz detailing what was behind the company's growth in the third quarter.
For a minute. First of all, this quarter and this year to date really represents the culmination of years of hard work. You've been following this story for quite some time, and you know that we've done a lot of work, bottoms up, in every single function to make sure that we are a different company today. Abercrombie Adult, super exciting. The 11th consecutive quarter of growth. The women's and the men's women's businesses both performing. I think that's testament to a lot of things. The fact that we've expanded our age cohort, we've expanded our category offerings. We're seeing success around the world. Our regions are performing, our channels are performing, all good. And then to your point on Hollister, a lot of hard work went into that. Second quarter in a row, seeing some nice growth. The team, really dug in last year when the whole teen market took a little bit of a step back. And our team focused on the customer, the assortments, and very proud of what they have out there right now.
Fran, we're several weeks into retail earnings. I go back, I looked at Target, looked at Walmart, looked at Kohl's, looked at Macy's. Apparel, not good, really across the board, some warm weather, whatever it is. Consumers continue to just not make a lot of discretionary purchases. Abercrombie, I think, is a discretionary purchase. How do you square that with what we're seeing in the economy and what the results show from your brand?
Yeah, I guess, two key things. First, the consumer has an opportunity, the consumer has a choice on where to shop, and they are choosing us because the product, the voice, the experience is what they're looking for. And that's a result of staying close to the customer and really understanding what they want. Really importantly, though, Brian, this lesson that we learned from COVID about keeping our inventories lean is really paying off. Our inventories are clean. They are a result of testing and learning, and the supply chain being back on target and being able to be fluid is really a big win for us. We built a muscle into our sourcing and into our logistics team that's really helping us drive the business.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, Fran, but double-digit sales gains, your inventory was down 20%. Are you just running out of things in some of these stores?
Listen, we're not. That's the good news, right? I think pre-COVID, I think the retailers chased every last sale, and there was a lot of sales that were just not profitable and you didn't want to have them. And today, it's much more important to stay lean and make sure you have the right assortment in your inventory.
Very important point you mentioned. You mentioned this on the earnings call too, I think. The age band of the shopper in the Abercrombie Fitch brand, now 20 years old to 40-year-olds. I guess I'm not allowed to shop in there. I kind of just slightly fall out of that
40,
a little bit, Fran.
I should have said and 40 and beyond.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. But is it really now that you're capturing an older consumer that has more money in their pockets than, let's say, a traditional teen consumer, and that is a large cohort of people driving these results?
Yeah, I think when we decided many years ago, as you were on that journey with me, that we could decide whether we were going to have way back, right? Was it one brand or two? And we realized that we could make Hollister the iconic global teen brand and age Abercrombie up into this young millennial brand where there was a big white space in the market. So the teams are focused on the 25 plus, maybe 25 to 30 for merchandising, marketing, et cetera. But those that are shopping with us go way beyond that, and they're very excited about the fact that we have diversity in sizing and in fabrications and categories, and that's what they're responding to.
Is November off to a good start for this brand?
Yeah, we're encouraged with the start. We had said this morning that we were pleased with Hollister and that Abercrombie's off to a great start.
Has the Hollister business, sales growth up there, can you declare 11%. Victory on that brand finally turned around?
I would say 2 quarters is definitely the beginning of a trend, and I'm excited that the girls' business particularly is very strong. They've got a lot of momentum going. We're still working through the guys' business, so we've got some opportunities there, but we're seeing some categories turn. The non-denim bottoms, the fleece and the sweaters are also starting to turn. So I'm encouraged with what I'm seeing there.
And you're back to opening stores again?
We are.
How many will you open this year, and what are your store plans next year?
Yes. So last year, we was the first year we were a net store opener. This year, we're going to open up about 35. So we'll be close to break even. So 35 new stores, 20 new experiences, and closing about 35 stores. So 55 new experiences in total. An exciting new strategy, though, where we're opening up these neighborhood street locations for the Abercrombie adult brand, where we are seeing a local customer. As I was in Flatiron last week seeing one of our new stores, and the associates were telling me already how we're seeing familiar faces come back in and wanting to shop, over and over again. We've opened up on Greenwich Avenue in Connecticut and Newbury Street. So a whole new exciting opportunity for us. So we haven't declared how many stores yet for 2024, but stores matter, and we are still going to be opening up stores next year.
Very important, too, for your brand. I think this was at your investor day a couple of years ago. Called out a 10% operating margin. It sure seems like you're going to hit that this year. Is there a new run rate investors should be thinking about?
Yes. In June of 2022, we had our last investor day, was our Always Forward plan, where we set that as our goal. The one most important thing that we said, though, Brian, was making that sustainable. And that's really our focus as we head forward, is making sure that all the foundations that we've changed in the company and built is going to drive sustainable growth and sustainable operating margin.
I had a colleague remark to me, Fran, that they have not been in Abercrombie for close to 10 years. Do you think the brand is still dealing with a perception issue?
I think that there's an opportunity for lots of new customers to enter the brand. We've had lots of new customers enter through different categories that we've started to offer, like our licensing categories, for example, are bringing in new customers. So I think it's an opportunity. Exciting to see all these new people enter the brand. And
of course, we're coming up against Black Friday. As the CEO of Abercrombie, how do you spend your Black Friday? And is Black Friday still a big day for you?
It is a big day for me. I'm a merchant at heart, Brian, and I just can't get it out of my blood. The energy and excitement that I get being in the stores on Black Friday is just incredible. So yes, I will definitely be out there seeing all those customers shopping away. Can't wait.
What do you look for when you're in these stores on a Black Friday? What are some things you're looking for?
I'm curious to see the groups of how people are shopping, who they're shopping with, the categories that they're going after. Curious to see what's happening at the competition. Walking through the whole mall and just doing a little visual study.
All right, well, enjoy your Black Friday shopping. Fascinating quarter by Abercrombie & Fitch. I assure you that is not, this quarter is not going to be the norm out of retail by any means. Fran Horowitz, always nice to see you. Happy holidays.
Yes, you too. Happy holidays to you too. Thanks, Brian.